Welcome once again mga kago-negosyo. Alas 8 na naman po ng umaga at muli ay magkakasama-sama na naman tayo. Samahan niyo po ako sa 30 minuto sa aking tindahan kasi po ito yung mga mabentang kwento at kaalamang pang-negosyo na mapapanood ninyo. Ito po. Ngayong linggo, dito sa Go Negosyo Kaya Mo. Patikim pa lang po yan, kaya naman tumutok na dito sa aming programa. Ako po si Gladys Reyes Someru, matutong magnegosyo at umasenso dito sa Go Negosyo Kaya Mo, tagumpay sa kahirapan. Ang social networking sites ay mga serbisyong web-based na nagbibigay sa mga individual para bumuo ng isang pampublikong profile. Ang tawag sa impormasyong formal na binibigay kapag nagre-rehistro na nakapaloob sa isang system. Makikita ang profile ng ibang individual kung saan siya ay konektado. Patok sa publiko ang mga social networking sites dahil pinapayagan nito ang isang individual na makilala ang ibang tao. Ilan sa mga sikat na social networking sites ay ang Multiply, Friendster, MySpace at ang Facebook. Kaya naman, dahil milyon-milyong Pilipino ang may access sa ganitong mga internet sites, ginawa na rin itong instrumento para ang produkto o serbisyo ng isang negosyo ay maipakilala o maibenta. Nako mga suki, dito sa Go Negosyo, alam niyo bang napaka-interesting ng topic natin ngayong umaga? At isa po ako sa mga tumatangkilik sa ganitong social networking sites. At sa tuwing magbubukas nga po ako ng aking Facebook, alam niyo ng aking mga ka-FB, ano? For example, nako, nakaraniwan na po makikita natin, di ba, yung iba't ibang advertisement ng kung ano-anong produkto at serbisyo. Kaya naman, ang pag-uusapan po natin ay kung gaano nga ba ka-epektibo ang paggamit ng social networking sites as a marketing tool. Sa amin pong pagbabalik, kaya wag ho kayo nga alis.
Social networking is absolutely awesome when it comes to introducing a product or a service into the market.
Welcome back mga suki, and as promised, ay kasama po natin ngayon ni Avidas, Mr. Brad Geiser from Geiser Maklang to help us understand our topic for today. Hello? Brad?
Yes.
No? Welcome to the show. So, are social networking sites effective to market a product or services?
Social networking is absolutely awesome when it comes to introducing a product or a service into the market. I recommend that every new business that you're just starting out, you're just trying things out, the very first place you should be looking to market is on social networking sites.
And I just want to ask also, what are the significant challenges of using social networking as a marketing tool?
Well, I think the biggest obstacle that we're facing regarding social networking is that social networking you should imagine social networking as a big cocktail party, meaning when you're there and when you're on your site, you need to be fun and engaging and entertaining, and not pretty much sound like an ad, because an ad is like a commercial conversation. So you can imagine, you're in a party, you're walking around, you're having drinks, and you come and you talk to somebody, and hi, how are you? And they're going 2 for 1 sale, right? It's weird. It's weird. And so you don't want to be weird. You want to have more human conversations. Like you really ought to try out my new steak or my new barbecue or my new shirt or whatever it is because it's really nice. But you don't want it to be very salesy because that turns people off.
Okay, and why do you think, sir, more businesses are now considering using these sites as a marketing tool?
Well, it's available, it's free, there are millions of people on social networking, and there's been a lot of evidence. Many brands, from as large as Coke to as small as your local bar, have been using social networking to get results. The way they use it is different, and that's because the nature of their business is different. But all of them have found some level of success using social networking.
And can you tell us, Brad, the steps or procedures of marketing the sites?
Well, conducting marketing in that
Yes.
site? Well, it really depends a lot on what your business is and what you're trying to accomplish. I'll take it from a three-step process. Step one should be using it for research. In other words, you want to have a fairly large base of friends on your social networking site, people from diverse backgrounds, so you can see how popular what it is you're selling is. And then you want to ask them questions. You want to ask them questions about what they like, what they don't like, and then you want to introduce to them your business idea so that you can get feedback from them about what they think about it. Now, the nice thing about social networking is, because conversation is voluntary, nobody really has to talk to you. If you put an idea out there and you get a deafening silence, that's a sign that maybe you need to work on your idea a little bit. On the other hand, if you put an idea out there and 50 people come back and say, wow, that's really great, where can I get that? Then you know you have something. The second phase is when you're about to open up your business, or when you've just opened up your business, you want to launch that business. And so you do that by announcing that you've opened and where it is, and maybe if you're going to have a little celebration, you can invite people via Facebook so that they can come and join. And then the third phase is what you would call the promotional phase, and that's basically where you start having product giveaways, discounts, offers, new products that you're introducing. If you follow those three phases, I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do with social networking. It's a very flexible tool. But those three steps, the research, the launch, and the promotion phases, if you follow those things, you'll generally find that you have a very happy social networking experience.
And lastly, sir, how does Geyser and Maklang help these companies in promoting their with this viral promotions?
Viral isn't up to you. You can put a communications out there, but it's really up to the public whether or not they choose to spread it around. And the better your offer is, the more likely it is to go viral. So what you should be focusing on is, can I make a good enough offer that people will actually want to spread it? As far as Geyser McLang goes, there are really two things that we do to help people. The first one is we're very good at figuring out what types of promotions do become viral, will spread, will become talked about. So we can help guide customers, companies figure out what kind of offer to put. And the second part of it is most brands are very used to talking to people in commercial terms about prices, about new product variations. It's very what we would call in the business adsy. And adsy doesn't work very well when you're trying to have a conversation in a social network.
It's like it's very hard sell.
Yeah, it's very commercially. So what we do is we help take their commercial messages and translate them more into social communication, so that when they're on Facebook, or when they're on a blog, or when they're on Twitter or Multiply, or wherever they choose to be, the public has an enjoyable interaction with them, even when they're not buying the product yet. Because that's sort of the secret. You really want people to like being around you. They buy more from you.
And I'm sure, Brad, a lot of our entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, are watching right now. So what advice can you give them?
Be friendly, be generous, be sincere, and be honest and human. Those are the things that people want inside of social networking. They really slick polish and fancy. Those are good for the commercial sphere, but in the social sphere, it's those more human qualities that the public appreciates more.
Thank you so much, Brad, for this opportunity. At magbabalik pa rin po ang Go Negosyo, Kaya Mo. Susunod, dito sa Go Negosyo, Kaya Mo.
Dapat consider mo talaga kung yung binibili mo, pwede mo siyang ibenta at a higher price.
KSA Magic Skin Whitening is open for dealership. For dealers, you may call 0922-867-2377 or 566-8029.
Paano po ba mapapadali ng mobile marketing ang pagmamarket ng mga produkto?
Good morning mga suki. Ako si John Lucoa, ang inyong angelpreneur. Well, magandang katanungan yan, no? First of all, let us define ano bang mobile marketing. Mobile marketing refers to anything that moves, di ba? Ito iba mga moving billboard. Pwede rin ito mga stationary billboard. Yung mga giant billboards na nakita natin sa EDSA. Pwede rin siguro itong yung mga text messages na mga announcements o kaya mga solicitation ng mga ads ng mga bangko or whatever. The most important thing is that kung ginawa niyo yung mobile marketing, yung message nyo should be very, very short and very concise and very clear. Isa lang ang message nyo. Normally, it is to announce major news. Tsaka yung lifespan ng mobile ad nyo is very, very short. Ang lifespan, as in short lang. Maybe less than 1 month. So, if you're going to do that, you will have to make yung paggawa ng material nyo very frequent, no? Mas madalas. So, hindi pwede yung isang material lang o isang message for the whole year. Sayang lang yung rental nyo ng billboard. So, ang feeling ko, mobile marketing is effective if your intention or your objective is to inform, is to announce the opening of something, the launching of a product. But then it is not very, very effective if it is meant to talk about the details about what you're doing. Yung, kunyari, may raffle promo ka, ginamit mo yan, babasahin mo 5 sentences. By the time na nalampasan mo, you still don't know what's it all about. So, kailangan very clear, very short ang message, and short life, you keep on changing it. So, that's a good question and I like it. See you next week.
Thrift shops have become a popular destination among shoppers at palago pa ng palago ang kasikatan nito. Hindi talaga natin maitatanggi na halos lahat tayo ay kuripot. Pero kidding aside, siguro likas na sa ating mga Pilipino ang pagkakilig sa mga bargain. At kung sa palagay nyo kayo kikita at magtatagumpay sa ganitong negosyo, abay, bakit hindi subukan? Ako po si Kring Lanzano at dito sa Go Negosyo, sagot namin kayo. Sa pagsisimula ng isang thrift store, kailangan maging malinaw kung anong klase ng produkto ang nais niyong itinda. Once you know what you want to sell, susunod na ang pagpaplano kung saan at paano kayo makakakuha ng mga produkto o gamit na inyong ibibenta. There are several places you can explore, tulad ng garage, clearance, or estate sales. Pwede rin naman kayong dumiretso sa mga manufacturer para alamin kung meron silang mga overruns that they wanna get rid of. At pwede rin naman kayong maghanap sa internet ng mga gamit o produktong inyong ibibenta. Ito ay sa pamamagitan ng online auction sites where you can bid on goods by the bulk. Ayan nga ka-Go Negosyo, kapag nakapag-ipon ka na ng mga bagay na ititinda sa iyong thrift shop, syempre kailangan mo na isipin kung saan mo itatayo itong shop na ito. Napakahalaga syempre ng location. At kasama po natin ngayon si Mr. Ernie Alberto ng The Grand Thrift House. Sir, tanong ko lang po sa inyo, saan po ba dapat magbenta ng mga items na nakolekta niyo po?
Pag-isip naman kasi magtatayo ng thrift shop, dapat siyempre of course doon sa may maraming tao. Pero ang advice ko doon sa medyo develop ng commercial area. Yes, kung pwede nga doon sa mga old commercial area. Like yung Kamuninga at saka yung Araneta Center na established na siya since 1960s pa. So kasi kung mapapansin nyo sa ibang mga cities, let's say na sa Pasig, Caloocan, wala mga thrift shop na ganito. Concentrated lang talaga dito sa Quezon City. Kami, nag-start naman kami dito na sa Araneta Center sa Farmers Market. So, through redevelopment Araneta Center, nare-relocate kami until actually nakarating kami dito sa Cubao Expo.
Halimbawa, magkatayo po ako ng thrift shop business ko. Ano mo may makailangan ko i-consider sa pag-acquire ko ng mga ibibenta ko? Siyempre, binibili nyo rin po yan, di ba? Tapos binibenta. Ano pong kailangan i-consider dito?
Dapat consider mo talaga kung yung binibili mo, pwede mo siyang ibenta at a higher price. Yan ang cardinal rule doon. Kasi dapat, meron kang estimate kung magkano siya bibilhin at estimate mo mas may bebenta.
Saan nyo po nahahanap po yung mga binibenta nyo? Siguro hindi naman po lahat ng gamit ito sa inyo pong bahay, di ba? Saan nyo po nabibili po yung mga collection? Dati kasi,
namimili kami sa mga garage sale, tapos sa mga thrift shop din, mga surplus shop. Pero through years, kasi nag-start ang Grand Thrift House noong 1989 pa. My first 2 weeks of operation, isa bahay lang. Tapos, after mga 8 years in operation, nagkaroon kami ng branch sa Kamuning area. At doon na siya lumaki. Kasi ang Kamuning area is noted for mga old stuff talaga. Nung magkaroon ng construction boom, maraming bahay dyan, mga dinamolish, tapos tinatayuan ng mga townhouse. So yung mga lumang bahay, ginigibayan, tapos yung mga lumang gamit nila, inaalok sa amin. So doon na nag-start yung talaga mga collection namin.
Magkano po yung puhunan sa pagsimula ng ganitong negosyo? At magkano po ba yung dapat itubo nyo dun sa binili nyo pong gamit?
Okay. Siguro ang initial investment ko is 50,000. That was in 1989. So, yung 50,000 ko na yon, after mga 3 weeks pa lang, nag-ROI na. So, ganun siya talaga ka-lucrative. Wala namang rule na sa pagdating sa tubo na. Let's say na kung nabili mo siya ng piso, pwede mo siya ibenta ng 10 piso, why not, di ba? Pero kung may time naman na nabili mo na siya ng 100, tapos pwede mo na siya patunan na 20%, so ibebenta mo siya ng 120, gano'n. Pero most of the time, malaki ang kinikita talaga.
Meron po ba kayong tips o mga last, parang mga word of advice sa ating po mga manonood na nais pong magtayo ng ganitong negosyo? Ang
may papayo ko lang siguro, dapat kailangan talagang gusto nyo magnegosyo. Dapat may passion kayo sa business talaga. At yung pinapasokan yung business, talagang hilig nyo. Otherwise, kung hindi yung hilig, hindi kayo tatagal. Hilig nyo po ba talaga itong mga lumang bagay? Hilig ko talaga. Kasi nung nag-opisina pa ako, after office hours, talagang dumadaan ako sa mga thrift shop dito sa Araneta Center. So, after nung aking retirement, nag-decide talaga ito yung business na itatayo ko.
Maraming po salamat, sir.
Thank you, Randy.
Ayan mga suki, sana na-inspire namin kayo magsimula ng sarili niyong thrift shop business. At laging tandaan, huwag kayo dapat matakot pumasok at sumubok sa pagnenegosyo. Dahil dito sa Go Negosyo, sagot namin kayo.
Sa kabila ng global recession at kahirapan, pinatunayan ng syudad ng Las Piñas na maraming paraan para mabuhay at kumita ng pera. Para naman ma-inspire kayo, eto po't panoorin ninyo. Ang mga water lilies na makikita kung saan-saan dito sa Pilipinas, na sa sobrang dami na nga, ay nagkakaroon na ng hindi magandang epekto sa ating waterways at aquatic life. Dito sa Las Piñas, ang mga perwisyong ito ang kanilang negosyo.
Nag-start po itong project ni Congresswoman Vicente Manibelio noong October 5, 2005 po. Ito po ay nakakatulong po sa mga, lalo na po sa mga nanay na mga walang ginagawa sa bahay. Kumbaga, pwede po nilang iuwi yung mga gawa at doon nila tinatapos. Parang extra income na lang po nila, weekly sila binabayaran. Kung ilan po yung natapos nila, yun ang babayaran sa akin.
At dahil nga likas na maparaan at madiskarte ang mga taga Las Piñas, aba, hindi lamang mga water lilies ang kanilang pinagkakakitaan. Nariyan pang kanilang coconut at blanket weaving.
Itong aming Coco Coir Factory ay proyekto ni Senator Manny at saka ni Congresswoman Villar. Galing to ng Bicol, yung technology. So, dinala dito sa Las Piñas para bigyan ng pangkabuhayan yung mga taga Las Piñas.
Ito po ay malaking tulong sa mga nakatira rito. Kasi ito po ay nakapagbigay ng trabaho sa mga walang trabaho. Imbis na sila ay patambay-tambay, nabibigyan po sila ng trabaho at nakatulong din sa pamilya.
Bata pa kasi ako, may parula na rito eh. 3 generations na. 3 years ago, pumunta si Congresswoman Cynthia Villar dito sa barangay namin. Tapos tinanong niya yung kapila namin kung ano yung livelihood program na po pwede niyang itulong sa mamamayan ng barangay Eldana. Tapos lahat kami, 65 families, binigyan niya ng suporta kung ano yung kailangan naming mga equipments na gagamitin para sa pagpaparol. Tapos, every time na meron silang mga projects na papagawa buong taon, dito sa amin pinapagawa. Ako lang yung nagmamanage, tapos yung buong 65 members, kami lahat hati-hati. Dati kasi, yung mga magpaparol dito kanya-kanya. Siyempre sa negosyo, competition yan eh. Ngayon, parang ang nangyari sa amin, para na kaming isang pamilya.
Ayan, sana po ay nagustuhan ninyo ang aming programa ngayong umaga at sana marami po kayong napulot na impormasyon at inspirasyon. Maraming salamat po sa aking mga sponsors, Folded and Hung, Jelly Bean, Dr. Vivian Sarabia, Krisha Shoes, KC Magic Skin Whitening available po sa Star Mall Alabang, SM Fairview and SM Bikutan. For dealers, you may call 566-8029. And of course, Tumble Tots International Preschool in Libis. And maraming salamat sa Kids Ahoy Apparel sa Star Mall EDSA. Don't forget to grab a copy of Joey Concepcion's 55 Inspiring Stories of Women Entrepreneurs and the 21 Steps on How to Start Your Own Business, written by Dean Pax Lapid and Mr. Ping Soto, available at all major bookstores nationwide. Next week po ulit ha, same time, same channel, ako po si Gladys Reyes Someru, matutong magnegosyo at umasenso. Dito po sa Negosyo Kaya Mo, tagumpay sa kahirapan.
So much farther now.